My name is Margaret. Welcome to Knit Pickers PEI in Mayfield, which is about 5 kilometers south of Cavendish. Today I'm going to show you a really easy knit as you go I-cord edging. Now this edging would be wonderful. It's used on your self edges of your knitting or your sides of your knitting, and it would be a wonderful edge to perhaps use at the front of a cardigan if you didn't plan to put on any buttons, or on the side hems if you've knit a split hem sweater. There's all sorts of great, wonderful applications for this edging, and it is so easy. I think you're going to love it. So, shall we get started? So here is a little swatch that I've done up. The center part is garter stitch, but it would work just as well if you were doing stockinette stitch or anything else that you like. And you can see here are the I-cord edges. The beauty of putting an I-cord edge on your knitting is it will help to stop your edges from curling, particularly if you're knitting stockinette. So I'll show you how beautifully easy this is to do. For the first 3 stitches on the right side of your knitting, you knit the first stitch, then you bring the yarn forward, slip the next stitch purlwise, bring your yarn to the back into knitting position, and you knit the next stitch. Then you carry on with your pattern. Now in this case I'm doing stockinette, or I should say I'm doing garter stitch, so I'm just going to knit the next few stitches. I'm going to knit to the end of the row until I have 3 stitches remaining. But if I was working a basket weave or I was working any other type of stitch, after the first 3 stitches, you'd move into your pattern. Now here I am at the last 3 stitches. I knit the first stitch, bring the yarn forward as if to purl. I slip the next stitch purlwise, and then I bring my yarn back into knitting position, and I knit that last stitch. So that's the pattern on your right side of your knitting. So on the right side, you knit your first stitch, slip the next stitch purlwise with the yarn in front, and knit your next stitch. And then you carry on with your pattern, whatever type of stitch you're doing, across the row until the last 3 stitches remain. You knit the stitch, slip the next stitch purlwise with the yarn in front, and knit the stitch. Now on the back, on the wrong side, all you're going to do is with your yarn in front, you slip the first stitch, bring your yarn to the back, knit that stitch, bring your yarn to the front, slip the stitch purlwise. And then I carry on with my pattern, which in this case is garter stitch, until I reach my last 3 stitches. So here I am, I've got 3 stitches remaining on my swatch. Yarn forward, slip the stitch purlwise, bring my yarn to the back into knitting position, knit the stitch, yarn forward, and slip. So to recap, on the wrong side of your work, the first 3 stitches, you bring your yarn to the front, you slip the stitch purlwise, yarn to the back, knit your stitch, yarn to the front, slip a stitch purlwise. Then you knit across the row until you reach the last 3 stitches in whatever pattern you're doing. Then you bring your yarn to the front, slip the stitch purlwise, Yarn to the back, knit the stitch, yarn to the front, slip your stitch purlwise. And it is as easy as that to create a knit as you go I-cord for your selvage edges or your edging. Now, I will put the description in the notes below, but just keep in mind it is simply a 2-row repeat on your last 3 and your first 3 stitches on every row. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you gave it a try and where you plan to use it. And in the meantime, happy knitting.